Welcome to Run1Fast Treadmill Workout Series. The past few episodes we were doing some base phase workouts. Then we moved on to do some short speed phase workouts. And now in our training plan we're moving on to the strength or hill phase of the plan. So today's workout is going to be a hill workout. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with our typical 10-minute warm-up, real easy. And then we're going to move into the meat of the workout, which is going to be 6 by 90-second hill repeats. We're going to do these at anywhere from 3% for beginners, 5% for advanced runners. The pace is going to be right around our 10K pace. When we're done with each of the intervals, we'll take a 90-second rest where we'll drop the treadmill back to flat and back to a walk and walk for about 90 seconds and let our body recover before we start the next one. The second half of the workout is actually going to be 6 by 75 seconds at a decline. And now if your treadmill doesn't have a decline feature, don't worry about it. You can still do these at a flat level grade and you'll still be grading a great workout. So for me, I've got a treadmill with a decline, so I'm going to drop it down to between 2 and 3% decline. What this is going to do is that's going to work the quads in the front of your leg and really build those up to strengthen those, which is very helpful on races that are outside, or not outside, are out on the roads as opposed to a trail race, because the roads are that much harder. They beat that much, the race beats that much up more on your legs, especially your quads. Once we're done with the total of 12 intervals, the 6 up and the 6 down, then we'll end with a 10-minute cool down. So it is going to be a little bit shorter of a workout than we're used to, but that's kind of the goal, especially as we move into a new phase of our training plan, as well as we're going to be using new muscles that we haven't really worked as hard in the past few weeks and past few workouts, and so we don't want to overwork them and risk injury or fatiguing them too much. Again, like I said, the quads for the downhills, and then the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back for the uphills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and jump into my 10-minute warm-up, and I'll throw some video up there for you guys, same video that I'm watching, and we'll get going. When I come back, we will do a quick break with shoe change, bathroom, and a quick recap of the workout. But for now, let's just start off with our 10-minute warm-up. Here we go. See you guys in 10 minutes.
It's been long, hot, but I love the volunteers, I love the scenery. Now I just decided to put a short run.
getting tired. Just walking a little. Trying to recover. Yeah, well, it's my plan. Well, I think I'm gonna make it. Might not be great, but. My daughter, 18 years old,
That's why I was excited to do the race. And when I got injured a long time ago, I couldn't walk down the street without being very afraid. So in some ways, it's coming back full circle for me to compete and to get my self-confidence.
And we're back. And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And our warm-up is done. So nice 10 minutes easy. Get the legs warmed up. Get them ready to work. All right. So now that we finished our 10-minute warm-up, what I'd like to do is take a quick break here and pause it. Use the bathroom if you need to. Do some quick dynamic and static leg stretches. And then change into your 5K racing flats if you have them. The 5K racing flats are going to be very beneficial because they're a lot lighter of a shoe, as well as they have a lot less drop from toe to heel. And what that does biomechanically is forces your body to run more on the balls of your feet, which is exactly what we're going to be doing with the hill workout. So if you can, grab your racing flats. If you don't have any, that's okay. Try to find the lightest pair of shoes, training shoes you have, or the pair with the least amount of drop between the front toes and the heels. Something like one of the Newton running shoes would be also a really good option, as well as any of the other 5K racing flats out on the market. So go ahead and pause here, and we'll catch back up in a sec. Don't take too long. All right, so I'm back now. I used the bathroom real quick. I stretched and I changed in my training flats, and I'm ready for the meat of the workout. Like I said, what we're going to be doing is 6 intervals, hill repeats. We're going to set them at 3 to 5%, depending on your skill level. Beginner, use 3. If you're a more advanced runner, go ahead and use the 5%. And then the pace is going to be our 10K race pace. We're going to take a 90-second rest in between each of the intervals, where we'll drop the treadmill back down to level and to a walk, and then we'll start the next one. We'll try to incorporate the time that it takes to ramp your treadmill up to speed, as well as up to the grade that you want, as part of the recovery, as well as part of the actual interval. When you do these, I've always found it's easiest if you change the speed first and then change the grade, but you can figure out which way works best for you, but try that one out first. When you are done with your interval, if you are going to jump to the side of the treadmill as it drops back down, that's fine to do so. Just be very careful and make sure you know what you're doing, or you're just careful about it and not falling off the back. You don't want to end up on YouTube as a treadmill fails or anything like that. When we're starting the intervals, we don't want to ever jump onto a treadmill that's moving really fast. That's how you're really going to hurt yourself. As well as that's not a good part or part of the workout or way to do the workout. You're never going to start a race or an interval instantly going to the speed that you're going to do the interval at. You're going to build up to that speed, and that does take 5-10 seconds on a treadmill, sometimes 15 seconds. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jog a minute easy, because I've got my new racing flats on and I want my legs to get used to that. And then right after that, we will jump into our first 90-second hill repeat. Alright, so just, like I said, just 1 minute easy. Easy pace, get our legs used to the new flats before we get into our 90-second hill repeats. Heart rate's looking good, nice warmed up. Heart rate's definitely going to be elevated, and even though we're getting 90 seconds, we might not have this full recovery before we start our next interval, but that's okay. We need to start building our lungs a little bit more, as well as our legs. Alright, so I'm feeling pretty good with the new shoes, and we're going to go ahead and get started. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's get that treadmill up to speed. And now get the treadmill up to incline. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 90 seconds, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Alright, first 90 seconds, 5%, 10K pace, done. That was definitely a shock to the system, as it's supposed to be. Make sure you're sticking to your 10K pace. Probably won't be a problem. You know, we're getting into the middle half of our training season, where every workout's not going to be easy. We're not going to be rested before we start the next interval, and it's going to be tough. The first one's always a shock to the system. Let's just hope 3, 4, 5, and 6. These 4, 5, and 6 don't hurt that much. So we're going to take our 90 seconds, just walk recovery, and then we'll get the treadmill going again in a bit. Again, speed first and then the grade. If you have these convenient one-touch buttons like I do, that works out really nicely. If not, no worries, just press speed up and incline up, but again, not at the exact same time. And our 90 seconds is pretty much up, so let's go ahead and get the treadmill up to speed here. Here we go, speeds first. Now let's get the incline up. And once it gets up to pace, we'll start the next 90 seconds. Second interval, 90 seconds, 5%, 10K pace, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Second interval done. Let the treadmill get back down. And slow back down before we get back on. Heart rate's definitely getting up there, as it should. That one definitely, I noticed that felt a little bit easier, but not much. So it's definitely gonna be a hard workout. So make sure we're focusing on form with hill repeats, especially you might have a tendency to lean forward, which you wanna do, but you wanna make sure you're not leaning at your waist. Your whole body's leaning just a little bit forward. If you find yourself leaning at your waist a little too much, you're really gonna hurt your lower back and your hamstrings and your glutes. So try to be cognizant of that. Broad chest, run proud, and keep your arms swinging. But again, don't be leaning over forward, at least not too much, not from the waist. All right, so that was our second one done, and what would you know? 90 seconds is up. Let's go ahead and start our third one. Let's get that treadmill up to speed, and now up to the incline. So this is our third 90 seconds, 5% incline, 10K pace. Let's let it get up to speed. 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Whew. Third interval done. Whew. This workout's definitely a shock to the system. Not what it's been used to all year. We've been doing the flat workouts and faster turnover. Now we're starting to climb. Makes it especially tough. Whew. So, if you're not fully recovered before the next interval, that's good. I mean, that's kind of part of this. We're not going to be fully recovered every time we start the next interval anymore. So, just want to do the best we can. Make sure we're staying hydrated. Even though it's a little bit shorter of a workout tonight, or this morning, or at lunch, whenever you're doing it, you want to make sure you're staying hydrated. That way you have the stamina and endurance to be able to get to the end, as well as you're not wiped out for tomorrow's run or the day after. So, when you know, we are coming up on 90 seconds, almost up. I know it doesn't quite feel like 90 seconds, but that's because we want to take time into account for the treadmill, which, let's go. Let's get that treadmill speed up and get that incline going. And we're about to start our fourth 90 seconds, 5% incline at 10K pace in 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, done. Fourth interval, done. Let's get that treadmill back to flat and speed, back down to walking. Make sure it's slowed all the way back down before you jump on the treadmill to start our walk. So it's about right. So, whew, fourth one done, 2 more to go, and then the second half. But we'll just stay focused on that first half for right now. Again, make sure you're watching your form. Make sure you're upright. Sometimes I don't even do it. Gotta remind myself of that. Make sure you're upright and you're watching your arms. You're not hitting the treadmill. Even though you might feel like you're gonna fall off the back, you probably won't unless you're going too hard. Whew. All right. So we've got 4 done, and now we're about to start our 5th one. And wouldn't you know it, our recovery time is up. So let's go ahead, get that treadmill up to speed, and now get our incline up to speed as well. This is our 5th 90-second hill repeat at 5%, 10K pace. 3, 2, 1, and go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interval done. This is our 5th hill repeat. Done. All right, it's not doing too bad. One thing I'm noticing with my heart rate is I'm not seeing any spikes. Obviously, it jumps up in the beginning when we start, but between the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, I'm really only seeing 1 beat per minute to 2 beat per minute raises. If you're using a heart rate monitor and you see a spike, that means you're going over your threshold or your pace that you should be. You really want to try to keep it consistently. You're going a bit too hard. It might be high, like mine's high, but it's even high throughout the workout, so that's what we're shooting for. No spikes. So, all right, so we finished 5. We're about to start our 6th and final incline interval or repeat. So, what do you know? Almost done with our 90 seconds rest. So let's go ahead, get that treadmill up to speed, 10K pace, and we'll get the grade up to 5%. So we're starting our 6th hill repeat, 5%, 10K pace. Get the treadmill up to speed, 3, 2, 1, 90 seconds, go. 4, 3, 2, 1, done. 6 interval, done. Whew. Nice job. Job on those hills. Body is definitely not used to it. That's okay, that's the point. All right, got my treadmill back to level, and we're back to a walking pace. Make sure stay hydrated here. It's getting a little hot in the basement. We're doing good. So now we're moving on to the second half of the workout, which is the decline downhill run. Again, if you don't have decline, feel free to go at flat pace or flat grade. What we are going to do though is we are going to pick up the pace a bit. We were going uphill, that's why we did 10K pace. Now that we're going downhill, we're going to go to 5K pace. Even though we're only doing 75 seconds, which typically something that short we would do around 3K or faster pace. This time we're doing it at 5K pace. The point is to be a little slower because we're running downhill. We want to make sure we're controlled. It's a controlled run downhill, not an all-out go as fast as you can or blast away. So that's why we're going to keep it just a little bit slower than we typically would. If you're doing the flat, go ahead and still keep it at 5K pace. That way you're doing the same as the rest of us. You're still getting in a great workout. So speaking of which, our rest is up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get treadmill up to speed and then set the decline 2 to 3% at 5K pace. So enough talking, enough walking. Let's go get that treadmill up to speed. And I'm going to start off with a 2% decline, and then we'll see how that goes, and then probably move to the 3% decline after that. So treadmill is up to speed. Decline is set. 2, 1, go. 75 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Walking pace and level. So that was our first decline run done. Hopefully it felt a little bit easier than the uphill running. Even though you're going at a bit faster pace, it should have felt easier. And again, that's where that control comes in. You want it to feel easy because you want to maintain your form and feel controlled as you're running. You may be even feeling yourself braking a little bit. That's to be expected. Again, that's going to keep building up the quads. You don't want to be braking heavily. You want to be more flowing, but not ridiculous. But you're still going to build up your quads and strengthen them with that pounding, that decline pounding. So that was our first one done. We're going to probably take 75 to 90 seconds rest, give or take, since it is a little shorter, a little bit easier. My heart rate was a little bit lower than the uphills. We don't quite need as much of a recovery. So speaking of which, let's go. Let's get that treadmill up to speed and the decline. Treadmill's up to speed, decline is set. 3, 2, 1, 75 seconds, go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Let's get our treadmill level and our speed back down to the walk. Second, 75-second complete. Again, hopefully that felt a bit easier than the uphills. You know, I know for me, my heart rate's definitely about 10 beats per minute lower than it was on the uphills. Still high up there, but not as hard. And definitely working on that control aspect of it. Seconds. Gotta do a little math in my head, make sure we're not getting too much rest. Now that we're getting later on in the season, we really don't want too much rest because we want to start building our lungs while we're building our legs. So we're going to go to the 75-second recovery time, which means it's time to get our treadmill up to speed. Let's go ahead, get it up there, 5K pace, and get the grade, decline or flat if that's what you have. 3, 2, 1, 75 seconds, go. Whoop, 3, 2, 1, done. Whew. Sorry about that. Zoned out just a little bit there, if that's possible. Maybe got us an extra second. We'll take an extra second recovery for that one. So that was our third interval done. 3 short ones to go, and we'll be out of here. Plus the cool down, of course. Don't ever forget the cool down. All right, so we're walking, again, 3 more to go and the cool down. Body's definitely getting a little tired now. Even though it's a shorter workout, it's new muscles, and getting a little more fatigue than, or just building up the fatigue. Alright, and with that, we're pretty much out of time. You should be well rested. Let's go ahead and get that treadmill up to speed. This is our 4th decline, 75 seconds. And get the grade set to the decline. And treadmill is getting up to speed. 4, 3, 2, 1, 75 seconds, go. Let's get that treadmill back to the walking pace. That was our fourth 75-second done. Nice job. I'm noticing my heart rate is bumping up a bit, which I'm expecting though. But again, not really seeing any of those spikes. It's staying pretty consistent, gradually increasing, which is plenty okay. All right, so we got 2 more left. Then we're almost done. So let's try not to get overzealous, but because it's a shorter workout, if you're feeling good and you want to pick it up, go ahead and pick it up, but only by about 0.2 to 0.3 miles per hour faster. I'd say 0.2. That's going to be roughly 10 seconds a mile faster. No quicker than that. There's not a need. But if you're feeling good and refreshed, pick it up just a little bit. I'm good at my pace, so I'm going to stick where I am. And what do you know? Our rest is up. Let's go ahead and get the treadmill up to speed and get our decline set. And this is our 5th 75 seconds decline at 5K pace. 2, 1, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. 5th decline done. Let's get that treadmill back down to level, or up to level, and the pace back down to a walking pace. So, nice job. Whew. Sorry if I'm not talking as much. Definitely starting to feel it myself. Feel that fatigue. So we're almost done. Our 6th one is about to come, 12th overall. So while it's a shorter workout, we're definitely meeting the goal of that, building up that strength and getting a little faster every day with this running. So good job. And lost a little bit of track. Lost track there a little bit of our time, so we'll make sure we're getting the full 75 to 90 seconds recovery here. And before we start our 6th and final one, we'll give it an extra second or 2. We deserve it. We earned it today, right? Make sure that heart rate's coming back down. Not nearly as low as it's been in the past, but that's okay. All right, I think that's enough rest time. We should be ready to go. Let's go 6th interval. Let's get our treadmill up to speed. Get the incline to the pace, to the decline that you're set at 2%. All right, this is our 6th and final 75 seconds at 5K pace with that decline. 3, 2, 1, go. 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Workout done. Let's get that treadmill back down to a walk. Get it level. Workout done. Nice. Good workout. Make sure we stay hydrated here. All right, great workout today. Not quite over yet, but do the quick recap while we walk for a sec. 10-minute warm up. Nice, gets the legs warmed up, ready to move. Then the 6 by 90 seconds at 10K pace, that 5% grade. It's really gonna work our quads, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and really build some strength. We've got the speed from some of our prior workouts, and now we're building the strength. Then the second half was the 6 by 75 seconds with that decline or flat. That decline is really going to work on your quads, as well as since we only went at 5K pace for the 75 seconds, we're working on that control. It wasn't an all-out sprint or like you would do, an all-out quarter out on the track. We were working on that control, and that's building those quads. So what I'm going to go ahead now is I'm going to take a break, go ahead and press pause. I'm going to switch back into my training shoes and get out of my 5K flats. And then I'm going to jump right into my 10-minute cool down. So when you see me again, the workout will be completely over, and we'll do a little recap. But I'll throw some video on for you, the same stuff I'm watching, and keep you entertained for the last 10 minutes. Make sure you don't skip it. It's really important to get the cool down in, and that way your legs don't cramp up or end up hurting your muscles by just stopping cold. So go ahead and hit pause. I'm going to hit stop, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Like there's no tomorrow. Give it time, make it fun. There's a rule, there's a rhyme. Move along, and the rest will follow. to toe, I'm in overdrive. It's alright. Clear those clouds away, I can feel the sun. Yeah, let the music play. Now we've just begun. I'm ready, 'cause these are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days of our lives, of our lives. There's magic in the air, and it feels so right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So follow if you dare, and you'll see the light shine so bright. 'Cause these are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days of our lives, of our lives. Yeah. Oh, can you feel the spotlight shining on down? Yeah, it's alright. Live in the moment and find your place in this world. Every boy, every girl, yeah. Follow your dreams, let them lead, let them guide. All you do, let them see you through, and they'll see you through.
Who wants to be on NBC this year?
'Cause these are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days of our lives, of our lives. Yeah. The best days. These are the best days of our lives, of our lives. Yeah. I'm dreaming wide awake. This is the life I made. I don't need a holiday to make me feel this way. Listen up, take a chance. You can sing, you can dance, you can live like there's no tomorrow. Give it time and you'll find there's a groove, there's a rhyme. Move along and the rest will follow. I want you to know. Oh yeah, we shine like stars. Oh yeah, we shine like stars, like stars. shine like stars. We shine like stars. We shine like stars. We shine. Here we go now. We shine like stars. We shine like stars. We shine like stars. We shine. Oh yeah, we shine like stars. Oh yeah, we shine like stars. Like
All right, let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Cool down done. Workout done. Day is done. So, good job. This was a great workout. It's perfect for the middle of your training block when you're doing your strength and hill phase. Like I said, we already did our base phase in the beginning, then we moved on to our short speed. Now our legs have the speed and the turnover. We got to start building the strength. That's what we'll do with these hill repeats and hill workouts before we move on to our threshold or our longer intervals where we kind of put everything together. Those will be some tough workouts. Look forward to those. So thanks again. Run1Fast Treadmill workout series. Hope to catch you on the next episode. Have a good day.